It's time again for the $30,000 Candlepin Challenge, brought to you by American Car Care Centers in conjunction with CN8 and the International Candlepin Bowling Association. Well, hi again, everybody, and welcome back to the Woburn Bowlerdrome. John Holt with Dan Murphy, and a chance today to see John Zappi make it 4 weeks in a row as our champ.
Absolutely, and he's been bowling terrifically. He got a slow start last week, then came on like a gangbuster and almost caught Steve Reno again. So we'll have to watch that. Of course, they're trying to get in the top 3 scores, and now you see him. We'll keep you updated each week now. Jeff Surratt still sitting comfortably at the top at 303. Dave Hodge, and then, of course, Steve Reno on the bubble.
We'll see if John can reach one of those totals today, or perhaps one of our challengers will do just that and dethrone the champ. To meet the challengers, we go to Trina Fernandez. Trina?
Thanks, John. I'm here with a couple of familiar faces, Evan Mazzaferro and Lewis Richards. And both of you might be young, but you've been on 3 times. So 3 times over the course of 2 seasons. Lewis, you've been past the challenger round and into the championship round, but never won the championship. What's your strategy to get there today?
Well, hopefully 3rd time's a charm. I'm going to really try to bowl my game. Usually when I get on the show, the pin action at the, on the TV tapings is a little more difficult, so I slow my ball down. But I'm going to try to be aggressive, throw my ball today, and hopefully I do well. Do
you find when you watch the show that you find yourself sitting there going, I should have done this, I should have done that? Yeah, you do. You second guess, but I mean, you're there, and that's what happened. You just keep trying, plugging, and come back again. So hopefully I do well. Well, you're here for another chance. Good luck today. And Evan, our old friend, now you have been the champ once before. How are you going to get back into that seat today?
Well, it felt good to be the champ, but it's not easy. You just got to try and stay on the head pin and hope the pins mix for you.
Do you do the same thing as Lewis when you watch yourself on the tapings? Do you second guess yourself?
Yeah, sometimes. It's hard not to,
All right, well, hopefully experience will be on your side today. We have 2 experienced bowlers here. They might be young, but don't let that fool you. Back over to you, John.
All right, Trina, thank you. John, we've had a chance to speak with you a number of times over the last few weeks as your championship run has taken off. I want to ask you today about the mental aspect of it, especially when it's late in that 2nd game and you're maybe perhaps approaching that 2-game total. What's the mental game for you in Candlepin bowling?
Just sit back and take a couple deep breaths and just, get up there and throw the ball. Nothing different, nothing extra, anything. Just try and stay focused and throw the same ball. It came close the past couple weeks. Hopefully I can try and come close again.
Well, good luck again today.
Thank you.
We'll be back with the Challengers match right after this on CN8. Back on the $30,000 Candlepin Challenge, and Ace still waiting for that 1 pin to go. One of these days, we hope. We look forward to a good Challengers match, and it starts right now. Evan Mazzaferro to go first. Lewis Richards will go second. The winner of this 1-game match to take on John Zappi for the championship this week. Evan in first, frame 1.
Big 9-pin drop.
Leaves that 10-pin to the right. Evan has been on the show before, and as Trina reminded us, he's won on the show before. He'll start with the mark, a spare in the first. Evan from Leominster, Massachusetts, north central part of the state.
And strike on spare.
Terrific start.
You see the replay of the strike. Not much doubt there. 2 great boxes to open the match by Evan Mazzaferro.
Now to Lewis. Joins us from Orange, Massachusetts. Off the head pin to the left, he'll drop a 5 of 10. 1, 3, 10, 4, and 7. Gets just the 3. And he will go open to start. 9 pins. Opposite the strike now. Not a lot of room for error when it's just one game to determine whether you advance or not. And that's just the case right here.
Off target to the right, just clearing out the 6 and 10. Oh, good recovery, almost the spare.
Chance to pick up the 10 box. He does. The score pushed up to 19. Evan back up. Strike on spare to start. What can he do with it now?
He's hardly warmed up yet. He's only thrown 3 balls in 2 frames. Right back on the head pin again. Gets a good drop with the 10 pin going down. 7-8 left. Piece of wood looking right at him. He's going to have to use. He's got to cap the wood, and hopefully the wood will take one and the ball take the other.
Gets only the 7. So it's a total fill of 9 off the strike in the second. And a 9 box. He scored 48 through 3. Goes through his pre-roll routine, and he's ready. Keeps those 3 grouped together in the triangle.
1, 3, and the 9.
So open in the 3rd and the 4th as he cools down from that super start. .58 now is scored through 4. 9 followed by the 10 box. Back to Lewis with some work to do. Right in the head pin, but it'll split it up the middle.
Just the 1, 5, and 9 remove spread eagle plus that 8 pin in the back.
John Zappi waiting in the wings as he looks to make it 4 straight weeks as champion. At 7 in that frame. Now the 4th for Lewis.
Big one.
Needed that to get back into things, and that'll make it considerably tighter.
See a pin come flying off the left sidewall, clear out the 5 pin.
It's the 5th frame for Evan. He's got the 4 horsemen to the right, and of course the 7 over to the left. Head pin in the 7. Just 8 there in the 5th. So Lewis still very much in this one, coming off the strike in the fourth when he'll step back in.
Again, the split this time with the 2-4-7 left in the 6 pin. A couple pieces of wood in front of the 6, but I still think your shot would be trying to split the 2-4.
Splits the 2 and the 7 and gets the 4.
So after opening with 2 marks, a spare strike, he's opened the next 4 frames. And of course, Lewis Richards is going to work on a strike when he gets up there. Just 15 pins in those 2 frames.
Evan came out looking so confident in those first 2 frames, has lost some of that swagger. And now to Lewis. Big 2-ball fill. With a strike in the 4th, here's the 5th. Dropped 6 in the first half of the fill.
3-6, 4-7.
Gets the 3 and the 6. So it's a total fill of 8 for Lewis Richards. And an 8 box to 52. So 5 complete has Evans' edge at 14, and it's really due to that open, that start. Strike on spare, 1 and 2.
Right flush on the head pin again, drives it straight back.
Open in the 6th. And 2 straight 8 boxes. He's at 60. Gains 1 in count. The advantage down to 13 pins. Evan will look to add to it now, though.
Good break off the head pin. 1 and the 3 left for another spare, another mark anyways.
Good opportunity. Can't do it.
Giving his opponent, Lewis Richards, plenty of opportunities to climb back in this match.
That gets him to 82 as we add 9 to the total.
Again, off the head pin, leaving the 1, 7, 8, and 10.
3 of 4 in the back row hanging around. And he gets it.
Not
Well
sure
done.
how. Missed the object pin, the head pin, but he got enough of the piece of wood to help him out. Let's see what happens. Yeah, wood comes off the right sidewall to clear out the head pin, and result is another spare.
Lewis is going to need some marks over the final 4. Wood moves the 4 over to the left a little bit, 2, 4, 7.
Don't like that wood, though. It's almost impossible to split the 2 and the 4 because you'll cap that wood. Miss the 4 pin altogether, or actually the 2 pin.
Time starting to grow short on Lewis Richards with 3 frames to go.
Yeah, really needs to put a mark here, just to match the mark put up by Evan already. And hopefully Evan makes a mistake on his fill.
He will drop 7.
Wood stays right about there. He's going to have a chance. Low on the wood. Have the wood take, or the ball carry him off the wood for the 2. Hopefully the wood takes a 6-10. Too high.
It's all wood and nothing falls. Picks up one more, but that lead gets stretched to 15 pins. Evan gaining 2 and count in the 8th. And now, of course, he's going to add to that total in the 8th frame with the fill here in the 9th. And how about adding 9?
And nice little guide on the 2-pin. If he misses a little bit to the right, that's okay. If he catches the wood, should still make the spare and really make it very difficult for Lewis Richards now to come back. 111 plus the ball in the 9th.
Strong start, and it appears to be a strong finish for Evan Mazzaferro. Nine in the fill. Excellent job, and a chance to earn a bonus ball with a 3rd consecutive mark. You bet.
Well, as you said, John, started with spare strike and finished with spare, spare, spare.
One bonus ball upcoming.
Oh, touch them all. What a finish.
140, the final number for Evan. And that is going to ice it for him. His advantage at 63. There's a strike from Lewis.
So many times after it's mathematically over, the pins seem to just to crumble. Here's a good example here. A light hit, but they just keep falling, and he gets his 2nd mark, both strikes.
9 more in the first part of the fill. Can't pick up the spare, though. And his final ball is coming up. One more, and that'll do it. A 34-pin victory for Evan Mazzaferro. 140 to 106. Evan on to the championship round to take on John Zappi when we come back on CNN. Here we go. Time to crown a champ this week. Evan Mazzaferro would like to dethrone the reigning champ. We'll see if he can do it over the next 2 games. And there is the current champion, John Zappi, to go first. His quest to make it 4 weeks in a row as champ. He's already done it 3 straight times. And the left-hander is all set. Drop 4 with his first ball of the game. Has been consistently good over his run. Threatening on a few occasions to break into the top 3 for 2-game totals. Yet to do it, though. That remains Steve Reno at 276, Dave Hodge at 285, and Jeff Surrett with the top total so far this season of 303. So it's 9 to open with for John.
Both the last 2 weeks, it's a matter of a mark or 2 the last couple frames to get into the top 3, and just not quite able to do it, but giving it a scare a few times.
Over to lane 36, frame 2, and he drops 7.
Just last week, if he missed it, he ended up with a 155, one of the bigger games we've had in quite a few weeks.
Looking for that first mark. Hoping the 7 goes, but it won't. He'll settle for a 10 bucks if he can get it. And he does. The total at 19 now. 9 and a 10. Evan Mazzaferro coming off the 140 to 106 win over Lewis Richards. Started real strong and finished that way. See how he opens in this game. Right in the head pin, drops 5 of 10, leaves the 3-6, 2-4-7. Straight up the gut again.
Gets out of it with a 7. Not the start he was looking for.
His second frame now. Seven to go with the first ball in this case. 3, 6, 10 still up. Evan is one of the regulars at our tapings. Even when he's not involved, you often see him cheering on others, checking out the competition.
Yeah, checking out the competition. Do a little scouting. Spare in a second for Evan.
First mark of our match. Now back to the champ, John Zappi.
You see a replay, almost a little full on that 3-pin, but it's able to keep the 6 in play for the 10.
John sporting that average of 127.
John, over the last few weeks, if you've missed it, has made some incredible shots for spares.
Chance here to pick one up. Cannot do it. And it's 8 pins added to his 19, pushes him to 27. This is frame 4 now for John, still without a mark.
Light hit just catching the head pin, leaves himself a good spare leave in the 3-6 though. Looking for his first mark of the match.
There it is. Comes in the 4th frame, a spare. Pushes the total to 37. He'll have a fill, of course, in the 5th. And now we return to Evan Mazzaferro. His average, 121. Way off to the right. Took out 2. And then the other 8. 2 in a row.
But that just exploded. Those pins exploded off that ball. Watch how fast this is. Oh.
He's wondering why it couldn't be the other way. The 8 in the fill, then the 2 to follow. Instead, 2, then 8. Back-to-back marks. He'll shoot to make it 3 in a row now. . 2 . 2 . 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. no strike, but a good opportunity for the spare, his third in a row.
I think I commented on this last time Evan was on. He just goes about business now. A lot of people would be upset with the 2 fill. He didn't. Came back and made the mark. Another big fill, and now all of a sudden it's 3 in a row.
Catching some fire, and we haven't seen this in recent weeks where the challengers put the early heat on the champ, John Zappi. So let's see how he responds. Of course, he does have a fill right here in the 5th, but hasn't been in this position where he's had to play some catch up.
There's your answer, John. I'm
Not
still here.
phased one bit.
Zappy zap those.
And
Another
he
quick
is in position now for 3 straight marks. Spare in the 4th, strike in the 5th. There we go in the 6th.
We go back 2 weeks ago, and he was able to string 4 marks in a row once, 3 in another, and then last week 6 consecutive marks against Bob Whitcomb. So you know he can string them together if he gets going.
So the first half of the fill gets him 8. Chance here for the 3rd mark if he can pick up these other 2 pins. It's just 1.
Not quite getting up far enough for the head pin.
It's a 10 box, his total at 76. Now Evan shooting for 4 marks in a row. First 3 all spares.
Last time he made a mistake on the first ball, throwing it way to the right. I don't think you'll see that happen this time.
Here's the fill.
Well, still off to the right a little, but able to steal 4.
Has some work to do to keep the string of marks alive.
The streak is going to stop, and not from the lack of effort.
So it's a solid 10 box. John Zappi's lead at 4 through 5. And he's opposite a 10 box is Evan here in the 6th. Seven pin threatening to go, but it'll stay up. And a little assistance from the Earl of Bowling in order.
The pin chasing casual look today.
Here we go. Second one for Evan. And just one of the 4. So after the 3 consecutive marks, he'll be open in 5 and 6. It is 8. And the lead at 6 spins as we take our first break of the championship match. We're back with plenty more after this on CNA. Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in our coverage of the American Car Care Center's $30,000 Candlepin Challenge.
There's his
Strike
answer.
for Evan Mazzaferro. Out of poise for a young bowler. You pointed that out, Dan, and it's so true.
You see the replay. He comes right back. That mark that John put up didn't phase him one bit. Come back with his own strike.
Here he is now. Fill situation.
Looking for the double, and he gets it.
Stay tuned. He'll have a chance at the triple strike pool. Someone's got to get involved eventually this season. Maybe Evan. Why not?
This time, I think he picks on the 1-2 pocket. Result is the same, though. 2 strikes in a row. Now can John answer the challenge?
We move now to the 9th frame for John Zappi. Game 1 of the championship match. So his fill is 6. Had the spare in the 8th. 3 marks to his credit through 8 complete. The 4 and the 7 sticking around. Cleans up all 10 to push the score to 111 through 9. 10th and final frame, game 1 for John Zappi now. Six-pin drop, 7-pin drop.
Two, 4, and 8. Always makes it a little difficult when you got that sleeper in the back, the 8-pin. No problem for John.
Earns him a bonus ball here in the 10th. And once again, when it's all said and done, a very solid string. It's been his trademark over the last 3 weeks as he's mounted this championship run. And you can add 4 to the total. 125 is game 1 score. Now Evan, triple strike potential, and that means $1,000 all to himself, at least for the moment, if he can do it.
At this point, you should be thinking nothing but head pin. Let me hit the head pin. Hopefully, I'm going to go a little bit one side or the other. Oh, no! He almost stole it.
And the crowd, knowing what was on the line, reacting with him every second of the way. Still can make it 3 straight marks. So the total fill is 9.
He's going to have the lead. It's just a matter of by how many.
It's at 15 through 9 complete. Evans on to the 10th, but he is opposite of what was a mark in that frame from John and a bonus ball.
Tripped out the 4-7, gives him that shot at the spare. 3-6.
Good chance. Would be his 6th mark of game 1. Got it. Just some great bowling from both competitors. And his extra ball upcoming.
Unfortunately, you only count the 2 high or the high strings in the championship round opening, but if we counted his challengers match at 140, he'd be 276 right now. Wow, and he's more than halfway there, though.
Big turn of events down the stretch. Evan takes a 21-pin lead. Game 2 still to come, and a replay look at the way Evan finished. Can't do any better than that. We'll step aside. Back with game 2 right after this. Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in our coverage of the American Car Care Center's $30,000 Candlepin Challenge.
He's got to hurry. He makes a mistake way to the left. Takes out just the 4 and the 8.
Just a fill of 2.
First real bad ball that John has thrown in 3 or 4 weeks.
Nine in that frame. He's at 21. leading the game by 1. Of course, Evan coming off the spare. I'll have the spare have the fill here in the 3rd. He will fill it with some 7 pins.
You know, the 3-4-7 no wood. He's going to try to split the cut the 3-pin on the right-hand side and hopefully flip it into the 4 and 7, but real difficult spare.
Won't happen for him. Gets the 2 over the left, the 4 and the 7, so it's 9 added to the total. 36 now. His lead through 2 complete, 27. Right in the head pin. But it leaves the 2, 4, 7, 3, 6, 10, 8 in the back for 7 pins up.
Oh, good effort. He'll be open again in the 4th, giving our champ, John Zappi, a chance to climb back into this match.
$45 is the total for young Evan Mazzaferro in game 2 through 4. Now John Zappi, how will he respond? Needing to break into that 27-pin deficit.
Well, he would like to respond by putting up a couple marks, that's for sure, and that would cut that lead in half.
Keep falling, 7 of 10. Got the 1, 9, 10. Go right at the head pin and get all 3. Got the mark he needed in the 3rd.
There's a start. He had a mark in the 1st, and he made a mistake on the fill. Let's see this replay of this last spare. Doesn't want to make that same mistake. Wants to hit the head pin. Does drop 7, make it 8, make it 9.
It's more to his liking and a chance for 2 straight spares. Just the 10 standing between himself and that. Got it. That cuts it down from 26 to 16, and of course the fill ball upcoming in the 5th.
Yeah, that was the mark that got Evan's attention.
Now Evan, frame 5, game 2.
Let's see how he responds.
Got the 3 and the 9.
Oh, he's gonna get it! Oh!
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh!
Not exactly textbook.
Well, it's all hit the object pin and keep pins moving, and as long as they're moving, something's bound to fall down. Just catches the head pin, and head pin actually started all the damage, and finally the 9-8 pin goes down for the spare.
Fill ball in the 6th now. Fills it up with 6.
Diamond leave in the 2, 4, 5, and 8. Well, they won't go back-to-back marks, and that's what John, our champ, is probably worried about.
9 added to the total, 70 through 6.
Last week, this is where John started that string of marks, too. Actually had one in the second, but he started third, fourth here. And if he can run a few more, we'll have a new match. Trailing by 16 minus this ball.
Phil in the 5th.
No.
Hold it. Phil of 4. Let's see what he does with the remaining 6.
He almost converts a difficult spare. Leaves the 5. So he gained 4, but he'll lose a few here because he's opposite the spare 6. Lead 18.
A mark in the 6 would make it very interesting over the final 4 frames.
He'll have a chance.
9
at
to 10.
4-pin, couple pieces of wood. He wants to avoid that one closest to him if he can get by that one. Although that still might take it.
Big spare in the 6th. That'll tighten things up. 4 frames to go. They should be quite exciting. We're back to the finish after this on CNA. 4 frames to go. Evan Mazzaferro, the challenger, is in the lead, but he won't be able to let down with John Zappi hot on his trail. Evan was open in the 6th, so no Phil here in the 7th. However, John did have a spare in the 6th, so when he steps up, it'll be a very important first ball.
Oh, he wants the 10-pin to go down. I would say Evans knows he's going to need another mark or two if he's going to dethrone our champ. Long ways from over. 4, 7, 8 on the left-hand corner with the 10. Piece of wood that's probably not going to help him.
He will go open in the 7th. And that's a 10 box, the score at 80.
Six marks the first game, only 2 so far in this second game.
Dropped 7 of 10. Needed 131 in game 2 to surpass Steve Reno and break into that top 3 2-game total. Not on pace for that at the moment. Misses it all.
And was trying to go at the wood right next to the left-hand channel, and it slid by everything. Now he'll probably go after the 2. Oh, it's just a 7. So
an opening. And this first ball is crucial for John Zappi.
Chance to cut the lead under 10 pins.
Here goes. Fills it up with 6.
Looked better than that going in, but leaves himself 6. The 4, 5, 7, 10. And it looks for that piece of wood out in front. If he can have it on the right hand, close to the right hand end of the wood, snap it, maybe the ball and the wood will take the other 3. Oh, right in front of the 10.
It's just the 10.
Almost converted another difficult spare.
There's the 10 box. So now it's a 11-pin advantage for Evan overall. 10-pin lead for John in this game. Opposite an open frame in the 8th. A mark here, and it would be one heck of a finish.
Yes, not only an open, it's a 7 frame, so he could get a mark and gain 3 in count right off the bat and drop it to 8 pins minus the fill. Very important 8th frame for our champ. Trying to make it 4 wins in a row. Oh, got a big break there when the 4 goes down.
But the 3, the 6, makeable leave, no question.
You got to be one thing on your mind. I've got to have the 3-pin. If I chop the 3-pin out, so be it, but I don't want to go by it. He did.
He did it.
Well, he can gain 2 in count. Bring it down to 9. Anything can happen with 2 frames remaining, but that would have been huge going into the final 2.
Picks up 1. The lead at 9, folks. 9 overall. 2 frames remaining for both bowlers.
Evan wants a mark, trying to push that lead back into double figures where John would have to have 2 marks. John's hoping, of course, he doesn't mark at all, so he just has to put 1 up to retain his title. Well, this is almost a strike.
The wood rolling back. Far enough to be a factor. And have Earl take a look.
Earl looked at me, and I'm sure it's probably in, but I don't blame Evan for wanting to make the call just in case. By any chance it was out, because it's right in his way of the 6-pin. From our angle, I'm not sure he can get by it or not. He may be able to, but if he doesn't, he's going to need some help off the sidewall. No. It was a roadblock.
Matter of inches affect this frame.
Well, these pins are so important. The 10 box.
10th and final frame for Evan Mazzaferro. He'll bowl and then he'll wait and watch. That is a 6-pin drop.
Well, it's a makeable spare. It's certainly one you don't want to have to be able to stand up there and make every time, but it's the 1, 2, 9, and 10. He doesn't make the mark. You want to make sure he gets a 10 box.
He just gets 2 of them.
These are all big pins, because right now as it stands, John would need 29 pins to tie if he can corral these 2.
So that is a 107.
It's a 128 to tie, 129 to win. $30 pins to win the match, 29 to tie.
Ooh, it's just 1. Well, still has the head pin in place. Why not a spare? Oh, the 7 won't go.
Well, he'll have to do what Evan did earlier and throw a couple strikes now. Well, actually, he can still do it with a mark if he gets this pin. Yeah, that was a big one. Mark 9 to tie. Spare, strike, strike, spare to win.
One thing is certain, he needs a mark in one form or another. Got that 7 to go.
Just got the 1, the 2, and the 9.
To keep his championship run alive, he'll need all 3.
No, we have a new champ.
Evan Mazzaferro has dethroned John Zappi. The 3-week run is over. It was a good one for John Zappi, but today he comes up some 9 pins short, 253 to 244, and the new champ is Evan Mazzaferro. Back to wrap it up from Woburn. Back to wrap it up, and really that first game was the difference for Evan with the high score.
Oh, the double strike is all the difference in the world, too. Late in the match, John made 2 terrific shots, tried to get a mark the last 2, came up a little short, and we got a new champ.
New champ, and he'll be back with us next week. We hope you are, too. That'll do it for the $30,000